Yes guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to be true and authentic, and I'm not perfect, and I want to show you guys what I've been through to get to where I am today, and essentially my journey from me being younger to younger Dilz to the person who I am now, living in Thailand at 25, or at least you transition to a new business called fitness. So yeah guys, I grew up in a town called Crawley, south of England. Pretty big town, everyone kind of knows each other, right? But for me growing up, I was always a shy kid, insecure. I would be that person in class that wouldn't raise my hand, shy away, be the pushover. Don't get it wrong, I had lots of friends in school, but I was just a nice kid, man. I was just not me. I was just not me because the body I was in. I mean, I used to get comments all the time from family members. People speaking to my mum, be like, "Oh, is Dylan even eating?" I was literally so like, I was literally anorexic. I remember one time at school, at primary school, my mum spoke to one of the supervisors, one of the ladies, to watch what I was eating, and I just wasn't eating. I don't know what was wrong with me. But no, I kind of carried it on to secondary school. Like, I was still insecure, still skinny, still a bit of a walkover. I didn't know what to do. I was feeling just not right in my body, and I used to blame so many other things. Like, is it because I'm Asian? Is it because the foods we're eating? Is it because of my metabolism? I was looking and blaming a lot of different things. Like, even in school, right, I would never apply myself academically, right? So I was that student that, don't get it wrong, I was in some decent sets, but I just really didn't apply myself at school because I didn't feel the power, the need, the purpose to do well. Like, I don't know, it was just one of the things where I was confused. I was very confused in my body, how I was feeling shy. And yeah, it was horrid. It was horrid because I didn't get the best grades. I literally was a C, D student. Passed English, passed maths, passed PE, passed a couple other things. And yeah, I literally got the basic results. And I'm never going to say, like, guys, I didn't get bullied at school, but a lot of people would be like, "Oh, Dilz, you're really skinny. Like, are you even eating at home? Are you doing this?" Like, I'm like, what? I am eating. Like, what's going on? People used to even come up to me at school and do this. Like, they'll wrap their fingers around my wrist to be like, "Oh my god, like, you're actually that skinny." Like, it's crazy. And yeah, that definitely knocked my confidence. I'm trying everything under the sun, but is it because of the way I am? Is it because of my skin? Is it because of just blaming so many different things, you know? And that always kind of stuck with me for life.
I only to introduce myself, innit? My name's Mario. I grew up with Dilan since year 7 times, so like 11, 12 years of age. Known him for a long time, and I've seen his growth. For real. From the beginning, if we're being real, Dilan was the type of guy to always try to fit in different aspects with different people. Obviously, now he uses it to his advantage, but back then, he sort of was more of the guy in the background. Obviously, had his fun, but didn't really find himself back then. He wasn't really. You couldn't be like pick him out of a group of people and be like, "Yeah, that's the guy," you know what I mean, type thing.
A lot of family members would be like, "Oh, is Dylan even getting fed? Why is he so skinny?" Like, even friends used to say that to me, and it used to really, really bother me. So I remember at 10 years old, right, I was like, wow, I wanna start football, I wanna get into football. So I did like 2 to 3 months at Crawley Town. I remember this distinctively. I remember getting a phone call from school and saying like, "Oh, mum's, something's happened to your mum." I was like, what the fuck? What's happened to my mum? I remember my uncle picking me up, dropping me home. And yeah, my mum was working and she was helping a customer on the shop floor. Next thing you know, there was no wet floor sign. Slipped and she broke her back. And that was a major setback for not only her, but for me. Because I had to step up and look after her. Like, she got to the point where she can physically walk, and that shit was hard. Like wheelchairing about, helping up the stairs, like my full attention was my family, hence why I had to stop football, hence why I had to stop the sports. And I didn't, obviously, I use sports and football and stuff as a little getaway, but that wasn't the case. That was literally wasn't the case anymore, because I couldn't just, oh, you know what, one of my boys would knock on my door and be, oh, let's go play football. I can't even do that shit anymore. And yeah, I was literally at home for like 3-4 years before going into like secondary school and not. What happened to my mum made me who I am, because I saw the come up from her not walking to be able to walk was massive. I remember going to a couple appointments in Horsham where she would go to the hydro pool, and the physios and everyone that helped her to get to walking again. It's crazy, and that really like struck something into me, be like, wow, I want to get into something that's helping people, because not being able to walk, it's such a massive thing. And that's kind of reflected in what I do right now. Like I was like, wow, it's mad how look after your health, supporting one another can really change your life. And yeah, I finished my GCSEs, just got average results. I didn't really apply myself. And then yeah, I had the opportunity to go to college. I looked at other different colleges, but I stayed in my sixth form, so I continued in my school. In terms of subjects, I picked business, because my dad owned a business as well. He owned a little shop with his mate, which failed miserably. So I was just like, you know what, if my dad can lack the knowledge, I can help him do stuff more down the line. And that really motivated me to get into the business side of things, because me and my dad have always been locked in with business. We always think business minded. We're like, okay, we'd always just watch business programs and stuff together. And yeah, we were just like, that's why I picked business. Then I picked sports. Always had a love for watching football, playing sports, all that stuff. And I picked science. And I finished my A-levels, and I was like, I didn't reply myself again. I wasn't really confident in what I wanted to do. For me, I'm one of them people where when I put my mind to something, I will achieve it. But I was just cruising in school. I was just chilling out, going to parties, trying to focus on making friends. And yeah, I'm just focusing on the wrong type of shit, to be honest with you. Even at parties and going to these different places, like I would still not feel confident. I would still be a pushover. I still get mocked for being skinny. I used to literally wear like long sleeves all the time, like even a sixth form uniform, long sleeve shirts, even by parties and motives, a couple of house parties back in the day, missed them times. I used to literally do the same thing. I used to wear a Billionaires Boys Club, long sleeve, like if you boys remember the white one and the black one, then yeah. But yeah, like I literally used to hide and drown my physique and just trying to cover myself off as much as I possibly could, because I was not proud of my physique, and yet again I was blaming a lot of different factors. I remember my first gym session as well, bro. During sixth form I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go gym. I remember this gym's like so specifically, a couple of the boys, Reese, Tarek, Casper, shout out to the boys, man, the OGs. We used to go to Ifield, small gym. Don't get it wrong, I know what it feels to like go gym for the first time. I thought I have to run to get muscle. Like I was going to the gym, lifting weights, shit form, and just going there. But it built my confidence up. I was like, wow, I definitely want to change going forward. But then I just fell off. I would go sometimes, then go back to partying, and then I just wasn't serious at sixth form, man. Like I would just go in gym just because it's more of a social thing, you know. I thought if Casper went, then I went. And yeah, it was just one of the things where I really wanted to change, but I didn't know how to. It was just guesswork. Everything was just guesswork. Going to the gym, doing like a dumbbell press. Is this the right thing to do? All this stuff. I didn't really take it seriously. But yeah, that's exactly how I started going to the gym. It was just going, doing it's just random exercises and just going back home. But that started to build some confidence. I would say a massive turning point in my life was I got back into football. During sixth form, yeah, I did get back into football. It was hard, obviously, coming out of football and not playing football religiously like I did when I was 10 years old, and just getting chucked into the adult scene, right? Because it's so much more physical. I remember it was like my third game, and our football team went on a tour to Barcelona. we only had 11 players, so no reserves, X, Y, and Z, just straight 11 teams. So this is where we compete against other teams like Spain and Italy, Scotland. We didn't get too far in the tournament. I played flipping left back, and I got shrugged off the ball, pushed over. Isn't that feeling of like I'm doing my best, but I'm letting my team down? Like I lost the ball numerous times. I didn't know what I was doing, and that cost my team. It did cost my team. We didn't get too far in the tournament. We got knocked out. A couple of the boys were destroyed, and I was literally beating myself up because of it. It was on me at the end of the day, because it is a team effort. And if imagine all the other teammates are giving their 100%, and you're just there, just letting them down. Yeah, that did kind of lit a fire back into me, being like, "Rah, I definitely want to go gym." So I'm gonna break this up into years, right? So that was 2017. 2018 was when we got our results for the A levels. Did okay. All right, but I was meant to go to Essex with my boys, Essex University, and all my boys got sick grades, apart from me, because I didn't apply myself, and I was lost, and I felt lost because all my boys are going to university, and then there's just me who didn't get the grades, so I have to either go to work or go to a shitty university. So I was literally on the fence. I was pissed off. Like I was like, "Raw, like I'm really that dumb," and I felt the repercussions of it. And yeah, man, this was tough, because I remember applying to go to university, and it was like a last minute decision. We went to open leaving, shout out my dad and my mum for supporting me, and I just went to Brighton University. Such an easy step, local to home. The campus was in Eastbourne, which is about an hour and a half / 2 hours away from where I lived, so it wasn't too far. I wasn't away to family. But that year, fuck me, did it humble me so much. Like, it wasn't a good year for me, because I was still lost. I went to university, and this is when you start to live by yourself. At 18, I was confused, unconfident. This is where I was just continuing my party life, smoking weed, drinking every now and then, not only to like numb the pain with physique and where I am confused with life, but yeah, uni was not it for me. I spent a year, don't get it wrong, I somehow passed a year. I literally copied all my boys, to be fair. I just literally partied for the year straight, and that living by myself made me realise, like, is university even it for me? Do I see myself doing this for an extra 2 to 3 to 4 years? And like, living by myself taught me a lot. I was malnourished. I tried to like go out, like talk to girls and stuff. I didn't even have the capacity to talk to girls, because like I was just like, oh my god, I'm so unconfident. Does a girl even deserve me? Like, oh my god, like, my mindset was finished in 2018. But I would just party, not take life seriously. And I knew at the end of the year, like when it came to the end of university, I said to myself, fuck that.
He dropped out, I dropped out myself as well. It's quite funny. We'll go into that another day. But he went at uni, and he sort of just went with the flow. And even back then, I know for sure he didn't necessarily know what he was doing. And even at uni, when he was studying, as much as the other people weren't studying and having their fun, he was following the crowd in that sense too. And obviously he got to a point where he ended up dropping out and sort of gave himself nothing, in a sense, starting from scratch.
Yeah, I left university. I told one of my close boys, Matt, I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving. And he was a bit upset because my boy was killing it. And yeah, he was just like, oh my God, fair enough. And yeah, I just left university and went back to the job I was doing. I was working as a barista when I was 16, 17. So I just went back to work in Costa Coffee. I remember this distinctively. I left university, came back home. My parents were a bit confused. This is after we went to Thailand and went to a couple of holidays and stuff. I was like, Mum and Dad, I don't want to go back to university, fuck that. Obviously my parents, shout out to my mum and dad, they always have supported me no matter what I do. So I came home and started working back at Costa. Pretty lit job, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I was just working there for 3 or 4 months after university, and I was like, raw, what do I want to do in my life? And I said to myself, fuck this. I want to change. I want to create the life that I want to create for myself. I remember this so distinctively. I made a list of what I liked, and I made a list of what I love to do. I love helping people. Like, I love to see, obviously, with my mum's situation, I said, you know what, fuck it, I want to get into the sports. Obviously, even at university, I did sports and exercise science. I was like, sports, I definitely want to be around the sports. So I put 2 and 2 together. I put sports and helping people. And I literally just typed in, right, give me your jobs, which requires me to do X, Y, and Z. And I saw personal training, and that I was like, raw. That's something that I would love to do, man. Like, being able to help people from get to A to B. Yeah, I think I can do personal training. So I said to myself, cool, I want dad, mum, I want to do personal training. So I tried everything, right? With my dad, he was like, oh, apply to apprenticeships. Apprenticeships are a good way to learn. So I went to a group interview in Nuffield in fucking what? Worthing? Something like that. Got far in the interview and I didn't get the job. Hey ho, I did not get the job. I was like, fuck that. I took a little hit to the stomach. I was like, fair enough. Didn't get a job, but I'm so happy I didn't get the job, because if I got the job, I'll still be working in Nuffield. And I did another apprenticeship with a company called Solon in East Grinstead, which was a company which folded because they didn't qualify PTs and anything like that. It was basically a corrupt company. I worked there for like 2 weeks before the whole company folded, which was mad. And I was like, raw, I'm back to fucking square one again. What other ways could I be a personal trainer? Obviously, I had no bread at the time. I was really trying to make things work, and I was just a bit lost. And I said to myself, the only way I can do it is doing a personal training course. So I remember my dad had to fork some money out. Shout out dad for this, man. And he gave me not Dilz, his 2-3 grand. Invest in a course, just pay me back. So I appreciate my dad a lot for that. I said to myself, Dad, I'm not gonna let you down. Did a personal training course, right? Then I started taking gym seriously. Started focusing on my education. I was like, you know what? Let's learn this relentlessly. And then bang, lockdown hit. I was like, shit. Why is the world against me? Lockdown was game changing, but lockdown fucked me up, because I said to myself, right, for me to be the best personal trainer, I had to get in shape. So during lockdown, I was like ordering like flipping. Honestly, I was eating 4,000 to 4,500 calories a day, putting my gut under stress. I put my digestion under stress. I was literally working out from home, dumbbell workouts, and I grew from 50 kilos to like 80 something kilos in a space of like 6-7 months. It was like I gained a ridiculous amount of size just by eating shit, like eating on the verge of throwing up whilst doing workouts at home. And during lockdown, I got flipping a wham, but I was so fat at the same time, and that feeling was horrid. Because after lockdown, when I met my friends, they're like, oh Dilz, you added size, but I had a belly. My face was so fat. And I was like, oh my God, like cool, I've changed my transformation from being skinny to large. But I felt it, even playing football when I was back playing for TD. Everyone at TD was like, oh my God, you've added size. But I was on the wing and I was getting out of breath. I was like, what the fuck's going on with me? And I was like, oh my God, I hated it, man. Worst feeling in the world. When lockdown happened, after lockdown happened, it took me a year to get qualified. So I just studied relentlessly, worked in self-development, was reading my reading. I was literally just locked in differently. I said, right, I've got purpose now. Let's go get it. I worked as a gym instructor whilst I was getting qualified in a gym called Snap Fitness. And once I got qualified, I launched Dilz Core Fitness. And wow, I caught a lot of eyes. A lot of people were proud of what I did, because people knew me from parties. People, to be fair, all that partying did help out, because I knew a lot of people from it. And a lot of people were like, wow, you changed your life. Like, I was a skinny lad to then being some sort of wham, whatever. I wouldn't say wham, I was just fucking fat, to be fair. And yeah, I started working as a PT, and that year as a PT taught me a lot. So I went into the gym. A lot of the other PTs had looked down on me. I was just a kid. A lot of PTs don't really survive and make a lot of money, but my work ethic was different. I wanted to outwork absolutely everyone to get to where I want to be. And that 1 year as a personal trainer taught me a lot. I worked with footballers, I worked with policemen, I worked with firefighters, I worked with the general flipping Tom, Dick and Harry, I worked with flipping Sally. All this stuff gave me experience. But the thing about personal training's teaching people how to lift. But my vision went beyond that. I wanted to transform these people's lives. Because that one session, 1 hour in the gym is not going to make a difference. I was looking at other things, like I was going above and beyond for my clients. I was like, right, here's a nutrition plan. Here's how to watch your steps. And my vision went beyond just the 1 hour in the gym. So yeah, that's basically how Dilz Core Fitness kind of got created, and how my first year was as a personal trainer. So a lot of things were happening back at home, and I wasn't happy with the position I was in. a lot of family issues and whatnot. And I said to myself, I'm fed up. I'm fed up with Crawley. I'm fed up with the place I'm in. And I saw online coaching. And I was like, okay, cool. For me to level up, what do I need to do? All my money that I've earned from Dilz Core Fitness, I invested in myself, invested in my knowledge. I saw what the big online coaches were doing. And I was like, fuck it. I want to be like them. And how do you be like them was I invested in my education. Got myself a coach, Ben Bray. That's when Ben was starting off. I watched his YouTube and really connected with him. He coached me. I did my first ever photo shoot. This is when I was still confused. But that photo shoot prep taught me a lot. Don't get wrong, I was skin and bones, yeah. But I knew what it was like to diet down. I knew how it works. And this is why investing in your knowledge is so important. For me to move my business online, I invested in myself. Paid about 3 or 4 grand. My mum was like, what the fuck are you doing, Dylan? Like, you're just wasting your money. I was like, no, mum. Obviously, my parents are with it. Some of them, they weren't. They're like, oh, they're against all these mentors and they see online money, get all this shit. They think it's all a scam. But no, that allowed me to take my business online. And I took my business online and took a risk. My whole life, I've just been taking risks. I've like taking a risk. I wasn't happy with the situation. I was at home. I was like, fuck this. I'm leaving. And so I moved to Loughborough with my boys. My boys were doing their masters. I think they were the last year of university as well. And I moved out. I was like, cool. I want to move online. Obviously, me being able to work from anywhere is a pleasure. And I need to put myself in a more of a pressured environment. That came with a lot of consequences as well. Like, don't get it wrong. The move online, I had to get away from a couple of situations at home. But yeah, that move online was massive. 2022, I did my first client photo shoot. Shout out to the boys, man. I led from the front. I felt good because this is where things got into motion. I wanted to create the life I wanted to create for myself. I applied all the knowledge I knew. I would say this is the first time I was confident. I was confident because I was lean. I knew what to do. I wasn't second guessing myself anymore. I had a decent amount of clients. I moved my business online. I had my first podcast. I was at networking events. I was just in my bag. And I knew exactly what to do, which was mega. But yeah, I was smashing it. I was really smashing it. But then what happened was towards the end of the year, when I was with my boys, I lost my granddad. And that shit hurt me so different. Like, it hurt a lot. My granddad, I can literally make a whole video dedicated to my granddad. But he was special to me, special to my family. He was like, damn, a real inspiration. Oh my God. He was a real inspiration to a lot of my family. He allowed me to create the life I want to create for myself. Not only that, he moved my family from Africa to the UK, America, all these different places. And losing him unexpectedly just broke my heart. And that's when I just like fucking lost all focus. I lost myself. I went back to my old habits, smoking loud, just in my head. Wasn't giving 100%, felt a bit burnt out. I was literally stay at home, not leave the house. I had anxiety even going to a coffee shop. Like, it was so bad. I genuinely just lost myself. Losing my granddad hurt me so differently. He was like the pin figure of my family. He was everything to me. He was literally like my dad, like, genuinely. Like, I finished 2023 and I was like, right, what the fuck do I do now? And I just lost myself. And then I sat down with my boy. I was just like, fuck it, like, I need to get another job. I was not raking it in. I was not serious about my business. The content was lacking. Everything was just going tits up. And my mate was just like, why not get another job? Why not look at other things? So I was like, yeah, true. To be said, like, that's true. That lit a spark in me, being like, fuck this. I'm going to create the life that I want to create for myself, which my granddad allowed me to do, so I can't let him down. So I got another job. So this was my routine. So I started smoking loud, stop all this shit. And I said to myself, right, fuck this. I'm going all in. I'm trying to make as much money as possible. For me, it is in travel. So I'm from a very travel background. My dad, growing up, like, his priority was to put stamps on our passports instead of having a nice house. I've covered so many wonders of the world. I've been to Brazil for Christmas, Thailand numerous times. And my dream is always to travel. And I said, for me to travel and live the world and create the life that I want to create, as you can see here, I'm going to have to do something and I have to put the work in. Like, cool, I was distraught, hurt about my granddad. But I said to myself, right, I have to do something about this. I can't just play the victim mentality. So I sat down with my boy. I looked at other jobs. So I worked 2 jobs, right? I would work at Nike Did a lot of charity work for them. Did a lot of sick work for them. Like, being a part of the night team really, really helped me. I mean, mental state. Like, I was in a very, very, very bad spot. So my days used to work like this. Like, wake up 6 a.m. Wake up 5 a.m. 1 hour commute to work. Work 6 to 3. Come back home. Do client check-ins. Go gym. And repeat for 4 or 5 days onwards. I raked it up, but my mental health was such in a bad position, and I was burnt the fuck out. But I gathered so much money, met a lot of people through it, which I'm grateful for. And honestly, working with Nike and big brands made a massive turn in terms of what my business is now. I made a good contacts. But no, the charity work was the best thing about it. Like, being able to just go to schools, help kids out. And yeah, I loved working for Nike. But then it came towards my tenancy in Loughborough, and I was like, right, fuck this. I want to travel the world. I'm ready to travel the world now. Be fully locked in then. So once my tenancy ended in Loughborough, I said, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to travel the world. I'm ready to just work behind a laptop. I'm ready to put myself in positions. I said to my boys, a lot of my boys wanted to come with me. A lot of my boys like, nah, it doesn't work for me. I said, fuck it, I'm doing it alone. So what I'm proud of, one of the biggest achievements of my life, I said to myself, I'm going to work my ass off for a year. I want to treat my mum, I want to treat my dad, I want to treat my brother. So I took my brother to Amsterdam, paid for his trip. We had a sick time. He's got to with his neurosurgeon course. So he deserved a break. So all he's been doing is like working religiously, which I respect. My mum, it was her 50th birthday, and I said to myself, I'm going to fly my mum out to Dubai, man. So I paid for a ticket, took her to Dubai, took her to the bougiest restaurants, took her jet skiing. My mum, oh my gosh, she shot herself. But no, it was a mad achievement for me to be able to do that, because I worked my arse off for a year. Just for me to be able to create the life I wanted to create and do what I wanted to do. I said to myself, oh, my dream destination is Dubai. I saw Ben living there. I saw a lot of online coaches living there. I tried Dubai for 2 to 3 weeks. I said, fuck it, I hated it. It wasn't for me, it was just too fake. And I saw my boy Abhishek, man. My boy fucking Abhishek, man. I saw he was in Thailand. He was in Koh Samui with Thai at the time. And I got back from Dubai and I was like, right, the UK's not here. I don't want to be here. And then, yeah, I was like, I messaged Abhishek saying, bro, I'm going to come out there. I was so reluctant in buying a ticket. And I linked him in Thailand. When I got to Thailand, I wasn't just taking my business seriously. I was still confused. I was still hurt about my Grandad. Don't get it wrong. I was achieving life-changing transformations, but I wasn't serious about my business. Like, me going to Thailand, speaking to Thai and Abhishek in person for the first time, they lit a spark in me. They're like, Dilz, you're capable of doing X, Y, and Z. You transformed so many people's lives. You've done this. You want to create the life that you want to create. And that lit a spark in me and be like, rah. Ever since my birthday, my 25th birthday, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to take my coaching seriously.
He has a plan. He has a bigger vision. Even now, even though back then he used to obviously blend in with the crowd and that, he uses that to his advantage to network, to sort of get out there, be able to adapt to different situations, and using it in a sense where he's able to get the most out of himself, out of his life, out of his career. Obviously with core fitness and everything like that. Even that starting, that basically changed his life around.
So I completely rebranded my business going to 2025. And now I'm living in Thailand. Now I'm creating the life that I want to create for myself. And I'm happy to say that I've got the fire back inside of me. And now we're what is it? 2025, and we're in April. We've got client shoots. I'm back. I'm happy to say I'm fucking back. I'm happy to say that I'm ready to take over the world now. Like, it goes to show, and I just wanted to show you, be transparent, that this journey was not a straight road. It was ups and downs. It was shit after shit after shit. After what happened to my granddad, what happened to my mum, what I went through my body. But my point is, nothing's perfect in life. And for me to get to where I wanted to be, it's all about dedication, hard work, and getting myself out of shitty situations. And that's how I am in Thailand right now, and creating the life I want to create for myself. Because I've been through shit. Everyone goes through shit, right? But what you need to understand, you can do two things. You can go down the self-sabotage route and continuously just sabotage yourself, or you can go down the self-development route and become the best version of you possible. But that is just a little insight in regards to my journey. I thought I'd just be vulnerable, share the shit I went through, how I got to where I wanted to be. in Thailand. And yeah, like right now, I'm happy to say that the fire is back inside of me. I'm back being the person I wanted to be. I'm back creating the life that I want to create myself. I'm no longer in that victim mentality to be like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Is it because of my metabolism? Is it because of what I am? No. It's what I want to create for myself. I'm so happy that I've got my purpose back. But yeah, guys, this is the end of the YouTube video. It was quite a hard video for me to make, to be real with you. Just to kind of sit here and just talk about some just real shit. But yeah, this is my purpose, why, who I am, how I started, and how I created the brand that I've created today, which is now called Core Fitness. And I promise you guys, you're going to see nothing but elevation from me, my team, the people I'm around. And yeah, the people I'm around has changed my life. I mean, now I'm surrounded by people who are entrepreneurs, business owners, and they're making me the person who I want to be. And like I said, you are the people you surround yourself with. And now I'm in this environment, which is Thailand. I'm ready to take over the world and become the best version of myself. And not only become the best version of myself, but help and transform as many lives physically possible. By the time I'm 30, I want to transform at least 1,000 lives. And I know that's possible with the team I have, with the people I'm surrounded by, and with the life I'm trying to create. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you tapping in. That's my story and how I've started Dilz Core Fitness and how I create the life I wanted to create for myself. But yeah, this journey is always going to be ongoing. Like, don't get it wrong, there will be ups and downs, but I will do whatever it takes for me to achieve my goal. But yeah, take care, guys, and remember, you can create the life that you want to create. You look yourself within before anything else.